So Synaps is the new software in architecture, and honestly, it is kind of a big deal. And it's got a lot of architects asking, should I ditch AutoCAD and then switch to Synaps? And not even just AutoCAD, because Synaps effectively combines other rendering and drafting or collaboration tools in one single canvas. So it's kind of like having AutoCAD, Enscape, and Miro all just merged into one single software. And this is something that I personally have been wanting for years when I was doing any kind of architectural workflow. So it's finally here. Let's start with the pricing. Well, AutoCAD is famously overpriced by a lot of people's standards in the sense that it's $2,030 per year, while Synaps drafting capabilities are absolutely free. So this would include drawing, using the pre-made libraries and the assets, the blocks, even inviting other users for real-time collaboration. And on top of that, in the free plan, you get 150 credits, which you can play around with the AI features that it offers. Now, obviously above the free plan or the free version in Synaps, you have the paid version, which includes AI features, and all of this, even the paid version, comes at $390 per year. $390 per year would include about 200 generations of renders every month, or 100 floor plan generations every single month. So when it actually comes to pricing, it is about 80% cheaper than AutoCAD, even if you are not going to include any of the licenses that you would have to pay for rendering capabilities that Synaps already offers inside the software. And basically, I didn't even take those into account when I was making this comparison. Now, in terms of feature-wise, honestly, I think Synaps is in a whole other level. And not just to AutoCAD, but to compare it to any other new generation architecture software out there. So it has 2D floor plan to 3D rendering in 9.8 seconds, which is all real scale based on the floor plan. So you just place a camera on the floor plan that is drawn inside Synaps, which has an amazing user experience in terms of the drafting, and you can basically generate a 3D render view out of the 2D plan. And then you can also draw a boundary, type in a prompt, and generate floor plans, which are all editable, which is absolutely amazing. Now, also Synaps very soon is launching something which is called the floor plan tracer, where you can basically import an image, PDF, or even a DWG file, and it will automatically trace it without having to draw over it manually. Now, not is this just super useful when you're digitizing old floor plans, it also makes the transition between whatever else you're using into Synaps a lot easier. And it also has real-time collaboration. So when it comes to AutoCAD, in terms of features, I mean, we all know it has been kind of the same software which people are all used with. It has become a standard, but it hasn't come out with anything groundbreaking in about 20 years from now. And a lot of you might be like, well, it doesn't need to get any more heavy or get any more features, but it's just the truth that right now things are changing and they need to catch up. Now, before we go any further, I want to be very clear about who Synaps actually makes sense for and for who it actually doesn't. Now, if you're working in a large corporate firm which has a deeply embedded AutoCAD workflow, which has consultants which are locked into DWG heavy processes, and also has zero appetite for experimentation with new tools that come in this field, then Synaps is probably not something that you would replace AutoCAD with. But if you're a small firm or even a solo architect or design-led team inside of a construction company or practice, maybe even a student, then Synaps is extremely interesting and something you definitely don't want to miss out on as of now. Especially if a big part of your work is early stage concepts, competitions, feasibility studies, or even fast client presentations. I think this is where most architects spend a huge amount of time in. And ironically, this is also where AutoCAD is the slowest, the chunkiest, and the least enjoyable to use. Now, something else that I personally would definitely mention is that this is not a replacement for BIM, but what I have noticed is that most architects that I talk to, at least, which is probably architects in the range of a studio between 10 to 30 architects, they feel like Revit or AutoCAD are an overkill. And they're basically paying around $2,000 a year while still only using a fraction of the features that those software offer. Now, this is not because they do not know how to use them, but their kind of projects don't have any application of BIM which changes their life. Now, this is where Synaps is perfect because it offers a lot more than AutoCAD in terms of speed and usability, but at the same time, it is a lot simpler and faster than BIM. And also, something that I have to mention is that when it comes to the user interface, it's super clean, it is very minimal, and you could instantly tell that this software was built by architects and designers for other architects and designers who clearly understand the frustrations that architects deal with every single day in their creative process. And as you move around the user interface and as you try new tools out and as you see how clean and organized everything is, you will definitely appreciate it in the first few seconds that you try it out. Now, what really matters isn't whether Synaps has more features than AutoCAD. I think it matters a lot more in terms of how the workflow feels, and that is something that you can only feel when you try it out. So in AutoCAD, the workflow is a bit fragmented, and it has been like that for the past decades. Basically, you draft in one place, and you export that and do the 3D modeling in another place, and then you have to do the rendering in another place, and then you have to jump into Miro or PowerPoint to explain it to the client or prepare a presentation. In Synaps, you do all of that in one place, and I think it has been a common theme that architects are saying out loud that we do not need more tools, we just need one tool that has all of the tools inside of it. And this is where everything in Synaps happens continuously on one canvas. You sketch, you generate, you render, you annotate, and collaborate everything in real time and on the web without having to use a heavy or high-end computer. And I think that changes a lot in terms of how decisions are made in architecture, because architects know that speed at the concept stage is everything, and the feedback loops that you get during the concept stage, the more feedback loops, the better you get, the better design decisions get, and the better overall design output gets. I talked a bit about the AI features, but I want to talk a bit about AI in general in architecture and all of the hype that is happening around it right now. Now, Synaps is not a magic button, right? It is not here to replace architects. And what it actually does replace is the repetitive, low-value work that architects face every day right now. And it aims to do that even further along in the development. So like redrawing floor plans, setting up base models, doing the 3D modeling, which is basically tracing from 2D to 3D, and generating quick visual options with like having to fix PBR materials. That is not what architects are meant to do. Synaps is aiming to create a new category called intelligence-aided design. So the key word here is aided and not replacement, right? So the AI floor plan generation is still in beta phase, and it is not something that you super boldly in the sense that you just generate a floor plan and then hand it into the municipality to basically get a permission to build, because you still need architectural judgment, you still need the experience, and you still need to understand the intent behind the design. But the difference is that instead of starting from a blank page and instead of having the blank page syndrome, you can start from something that's already spatially editable, or it just gives you a good starting point, right? Now, that alone, I think, can save hours of work every week, every month. And not just work, I think it gets past the point of procrastination with the empty canvas that a lot of us face. Now, I genuinely also believe that we're at the beginning of a massive shift in the architecture software world. And I mean, as firms are going to get smaller, and I think they already are getting a lot leaner, but there are a lot more firms. Clients expect faster turnarounds, and they're already communicating with architects through prompts. And tools like AutoCAD will still exist, but I think they will not be the center or the starting point of the workflow anymore. I think that concept design, feasibility, and client-facing work will move over to tools like this, or maybe the only tool like this, which is in its own category right now, Synaps, right? All the architects who adopt these tools early will have a serious competitive advantage. Now, one thing that obviously can be a barrier when trying Synaps out for the first time, or even for the second time for that sense, is that you always feel a risk involved with switching from a software that you have been using for a lot of years now. There's people that have been using AutoCAD for 30, 40 years. And it's risky, or it feels risky, to switch to a tool that's just been 2 months old. Also, there are enough architecture apps out there, and learning another one is just going to be a bit of a hassle. Now, This is what most architects would feel and would judge based on a new app, but the truth is that Synaps is real clean and very easy to use. And if the learning curve is the only thing that you have in your mind in terms of what's holding you back from getting started to at least trying it out for absolutely free, which you can find the link in the description, by the way, I've created a 30-minute free course to take you from beginner to advanced for absolutely free, which you can basically watch by clicking the video right here.